Welcome everyone to my spring clean declutter. My name is Lauren. Welcome. We are starting with some basics today. We are starting with my setting powders and my primers. And I was trying to think of what order to do this in, and I decided to do it in the order that I apply the products. So let's do primers first. Just a real quick Q&A. Well, not Q, just A's, I guess. But the reason I'm doing this declutter is, at this point, it's to get rid of old stuff that I don't use or stuff that I don't like. So most of it will go in the garbage. If any of it is unopened, I'll either post it on my Mercari, but I think most of these will probably just go in the garbage because I think I haven't done primers and powders in a very long time. So we're going to be getting rid of some older stuff. We need to get rid of some of the older stuff. I see a lot of newer stuff, but we will see how well we can do with this stuff. But let me go ahead and move the powders to the side, get out all of my face primers first, and yeah, let's get into this. Okay, kind of organized, kind of. These are, move that out. Let's go through my primers. First actually, because this is going to be easy, but I have some eye primers. It's a powder. I have some eye primers, so I kind of want to go through those really fast because I'm only getting rid of one. But first, we have all of my eye primers from Give Me Glow. So I have them in a variety of colors. If you couldn't tell, I love them. These are fantastic. These are still good, so we're holding on to these. My MAC paint pots. I love my MAC paint pots. I did a short where I talked about how you can see my Bear Study. There is a pan in this one. And I said, after 7 years in the making, we have hit pan. And someone mentioned, yeah, that's definitely expired. And it is. It's expired. It has to be. It's really old. It has been well loved, but this is going to be the first item that we are decluttering today. And I'm sorry for the nails. I just painted them yesterday, but my nails are really thin, so it's hard to keep nail polish on there. But you'll live with it. But we have a black one. We've got a dark brown one. It's abstract. And then we have Laying Low, which is kind of my replacement for my Bear Study. So these are all newer, so we're going to keep these. Okay. There is going to be no rhyme or reason for how we go through this pile. I'm just going to start going through it one at a time. I guess we could do minis after. Yeah, but let's get into this one. This is the Peter Thomas Roth Skin to Die For No Filter Mattifying Primer and Complexion Perfection. I have not used this yet. Yeah, I have not used this. But, I think it is actually, there's no expiration date on it. I'm going to hold on to it since I haven't used it. It's not that old, but I need to use it. If I don't use it, then I'm going to have to declutter this at the end of the year, but we'll hold on to it for now. Let's see. I'm a little bit unorganized with this declutter today. I used to be on top of my declutters, but we're everywhere today. Okay, so I have a little basket for the keeps. This is obviously a keep. This is the Gucci Serum de Beauté Mattifying Primer Shine Control. It's fantastic. Gucci really does have some fantastic beauty products, and this one is one of them, so we're keeping that one. We have a couple from Dior. We have the Forever Glow Veil and the Forever Velvet Veil. These are fantastic. These are some of my favorite primers. I use the Glow Veil all the time. It's shaken up so you can't see the dip, but it's like down to here. Can you kind of see it? Kind of see it. But it's about halfway used up. It's great. And the matte one is particularly good, especially in the summer. I have dry skin, but I still really like the look of a matte just effect. It's really nice. So keeping. Okay, we got the Rare Beauty. This is the Pore Diffusing Primer. This one's good. It's not as good as the other one. Where's the other one since we're here? I have a mini version of the Illuminating Primer, which I love much more. This one is just a little bit sticky. It dries down, so it's not that big of an issue, but I do like their Illuminating Primer a little bit more, but we are going to keep both. This one is fairly new. This is the Moira Do You Serum Primer, and I haven't tried it yet, so we're going to keep it. Again, we're doing this declutter to get rid of the old. I love the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. I will always say and always tell people it is my go-to. This one has just gotten a little bit old. I did get an eye infection a few months back. It was a while ago. I was using some older makeup, and it just really drove home the importance of getting rid of your older makeup. So I will repurchase this. I clearly don't need to repurchase anything at the moment. I would like to use some stuff up first, but I am going to get rid of this one for now. Oh, sorry, let me move these over to keep and declutter. We'll get them all in the camera. Why not? Okay, cool. So I have a little mini of the Cali Ray So Blown Clean Blurring Primer. It's a mini. It's not very old. I just opened it recently. It's a plumping hydrator. It's not my favorite. It's not. I don't feel like things lie on it as well as with some of my other primers, but because it's a mini, I am going to use it up because it's so tiny. So like I've kind of, it's not in my project pan, but it's in the back of my mind that I want to finish it. The Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Glow Serum. I actually don't know how I feel about this. I definitely got this as a sample and have not used it. So we're going to keep it because I want to use it. We have the Arborium CC Red Correct Automatic Perfector. Haven't tried this in a while. Still smells okay though. I have to do the sniff test and all these. I haven't used it in a while, but I would like to hold on to it because I actually just recently got this Makeup Revolution color corrector, and I think it's supposed to be a dupe for the Arborium. So we're going to test these out. You're going to see a short where I compare these two. Yes, you may have seen me finish a mini of this in my project pan. Why are there so many water spots on this? I don't know. But this is from Guerlain. This is the L'Or, what is this called? The full name, Essence Declat à la Pure Radiance Concentrate. Yes, it's got little gold flakes in it. This is such a good primer. Okay, it's ridiculously overpriced. You don't need to buy something like this, but I still love it. And I bought it when it was on like 25% off, and I was like, how am I buy it? So I did, and I do love it. So I'm going to keep it. MAC, this is the Frosted Blur Face Primer that came out last holidays. It's blue. So you may have seen me do a short on it, but I don't know if you could see, but it's blue. It's okay. It's not my favorite, but it's okay. We're going to hold on to it. We're going to keep it. Again, it's a tiny one, so I think we can finish this without a problem. Okay, I want to hold on to this until I do a short. This is Flower Beauty Supernova Celestial Skin Elixir. Again, covered in water spots because it's been hanging out by my bathroom sink, so I remember to use it. But it's, yeah, it's really pretty. And I don't know if I'm going to like it on my face, but I need to use it. I haven't used it in a while. I've used it like twice, I think. And I need to just do a short on it and then keep it or get rid of it because I don't really remember if I like it or not. Okay, this one we're actually going to get rid of. This is from Fenty Beauty. This is the Soft Silk Pro Filter Hydrating Primer. This is another one where it was good. I mean, out of all the ones I have, it wouldn't be like my top 5, but it was good. But it is old at this point, so I am going to get rid of it. I have so many e.l.f. putty primers in all the colors. This is not e.l.f. This is something else, but I have them in these 3 colors, so I'm going to keep these. They're not that old, but I am going to get rid of another Bobbi Brown product. This is the Vitamin Enriched Eye Base. And you know, I'm honestly too lazy to use an eye base and then a different base for the rest of my face. So this kind of got wasted, poor little guy. So we're going to get rid of him. I have the Rachel Diffie Thorn Oil Priming Facial Elixir. I can't say elixir today. This one I think had shimmers in it, but the shimmers have kind of like solidified onto the bottom. It's still good because I actually still use this one every now and again, but it's it used to be more shimmerful. Just shake well to unify, but I don't think so. Yeah, the shimmers are, I just made it bubbly and angry, but this is a great indie brand. I do love Ritual Defee, so we're going to hold on to this one. This is the Gucci Serum de Beauté Silk Priming Serum. Just like the other one, it's a fantastic primer. They really do have some great base products, so I do like this one. We're keeping it. This one is the e.l.f. Jelly Pop Dew Primer. This one's pretty new in my collection, and it's really good. It's sticky. It's a little bit sticky, but for a drugstore, it's actually pretty decent, so we're keeping it. Dior, of course, we're keeping the Backstage Primer. This one's great. Love it. Keeping. Again, we got an older Fenty, so it's so little. This one's really good. This is the Instant Retouch Primer in Soft Matte. So this is the matte version, and it's the mini version. But again, it's just been in my collection for a while, so I'm going to get rid of it. Oh, the Lorac Pro Skin Glass Skin Primer. This is heavy. This is a really nice packaging. It reminds me a lot of the Ritual Defee primer, but I choose the Ritual Defee over this one every single time. So it doesn't actually look super great anymore. It is on the older side, so I think just better safe than sorry. I'm gonna get rid of this one. The e.l.f. Illuminating Face Primer. I went on an e.l.f. binge and then have not filmed that video yet. So I would like to film a video where I use my e.l.f. products. So we're keeping this so we can try this one because I believe this is more like an illuminator, but they're calling it a primer. So we're going to see what it's good for. Hourglass. This is the number 28 Primer Serum from Hourglass. This, I have mixed feelings about it. I like it, and then I don't love it. And I think, let me sniff it real fast. Ugh. Outer packaging is gross. You know, I think I don't see myself reaching for this one a whole lot. So we are going to get rid of it. It is older too. So again, I'd rather get rid of it just to be safe than sorry, even though it was very expensive. But we're getting rid of it. Okay, we got a Danessa Myricks. This is the Universal Blurring Balm. This was a little free sample. This is supposed to be amazing, and I think I've only used it once, so I'm going to keep using this one. This is my favorite primer from Smashbox. This is the Photo Finish Illuminate Glow Primer. It's got a little bit of shininess to it. I love it. This is definitely my favorite one that Smashbox has come out with, so keeping this one. This one is actually a backup. I got it when it was like half off, and it's not open yet, but I've actually finished a whole one before. Pretty proud of myself. Okay, we've got the Urban Decay All Nighter Ultra Glow Face Primer Dewy Foundation Grip. It is grippy, it is sticky. It's one of those ones that's a little more silicone-y. So it's not my favorite, but I am going to keep it because it's not that old. I don't need to get rid of it yet. And I do use it every now and again, so we're going to keep it. Jane Iredale Smoothing Affair Brightening Face Primer. You know, another one that was okay, but it's not my favorite, and I don't see myself reaching for it, so I am going to get rid of this one. Okay, on to more minis. Woo! Okay, we have the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. Oof, I don't know how old this is. It doesn't look... that's the normal color, right? You know, I'm just going to get rid of this one. I don't know how old it is. I'd rather get rid of it and work on the ones that I have in my collection versus keeping something that could maybe not be good anymore. We have the Dior, this is a mini of the Backstage Primer. It's great to travel with, but I think it's old. Hang on, let me do a sniff test. No, it actually smells fine. So we're gonna keep it and we're gonna use it and we're gonna finish it because it's so tiny, but it's such a great primer. So we actually have a tiny one of the Hourglass number 28 Primer Serum. This one is not as old. I don't remember when I got it, but it's not that old, so we're going to hold on to this one. Tarte Hydrating Primer. Okay, I just vacuumed. Why is there a hair? I just vacuumed, I swear. So Tarte Hydrating Primer, Base Tape Hydrating Primer. I don't think I need this one. I don't reach for it. I don't remember I have it. We're just going to move on. We're going to get rid of this one. We got a mini of the MAC Strobe Cream. This is fantastic. This is in the color Pink Light. I love MAC Strobe Cream. I don't have a big one right now. which is clearly I don't need one, but we're going to keep this. This is fantastic. We have a little travel size of the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. Definitely going to keep this. Again, it's like my favorite product. It's super good. And I like testing new foundations with this because I always know it's not the base. When I'm trying new stuff, I know it's going to be the foundation because the base is perfect. Hourglass Vanish Airbrush Primer. Yeah, this we are going to finish up. I think this one's almost done. I've been like putting in some work with this one. I actually just finished the large size of this one last year. I want to say last year. And it took me forever. But it's a good primer. Again, this one's a little more silicone-y, so not my favorite type of primer, but not bad. Cover FX Gripping Primer. I don't know how long I've had this. It's got to go. The Tatcha Liquid Silk Canvas Primer. This is actually a fantastic primer, but I used it not too long ago, and I think this one has gone off because it was clumpy. It was clumpy, but I've actually had like a larger size of this, used it all up because it was so good, but this one I don't really trust anymore, so I'm going to get rid of this one. This is another of the Bobbi Brown Enriched Face Base, which we are keeping, and this one actually should have a pretty decent little dip in it. I use this one when I travel, so holding on to that. They need to just make it in this component, okay? Because this is so much more sanitary than like dipping into a jar, but they don't have a big one of this. They need to. Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer, little mini guy. This one's super silicone-y, not my favorite. I'm just gonna get rid of it. And then we got a mini of the Guerlain Meteorites base, which is not as good as the other Guerlain primer I have, but it's not bad. It's a little more shimmery. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it for now. So here is what we are keeping for primers. I will do a count later and let you know at the end of the video. And then these are the ones that we are getting rid of. Not fantastic, I will say, but you know, mainly again, we're getting rid of the older stuff. A lot of the primers I actually really love. We have some great primers in here, so keeping what I love, getting rid of what just needs to go. I don't even know where to start with the powders. This is about half of them, but I guess we'll just start from the top and work our way through. Oh my God, there's so many. Okay, this is from Give Me Glow. This is the Strawberry Milkshake Baking and Loose Setting Powder. You will soon see I have a thing for pink setting powder. This is just really old, so I am going to get rid of it. They don't make it anymore, which is kind of a bummer. Wow, okay, so much pink dust everywhere. But it was good while it lasted, but I'm just at the point where, again, I don't want to keep old stuff, so we are going to get rid of this. And slightly newer to my collection, we've got the Burberry. This is the Setting and Refining Powder in Color Affair. It's fantastic. It's a really good setting powder. I like loose setting powders a little better than hard pressed setting powders, so I don't reach for this one as much as I should, but I do like it. We are going to keep it. Oh my gosh. Okay, I got that pink setting powder everywhere. Okay, we have this setting powder from a Japanese brand Declutter. This is in Crystal Lavender. Looks like this. It's fantastic and it's beautiful and I love it. Then we have the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Brightening Flawless Powder. This one's really good. This is like one of my favorite kind of like hard pressed powders. It's really good. I really do like the Charlotte Tilbury powder. Ooh, interesting. Okay, Huda Beauty. This is the Glowish in Fair. This is a luminous setting powder. I don't reach for it enough, but I actually do really like the luminosity. And I think now that it is gonna be warmer weather, I will use this one more. So I'm gonna keep this one. I'm not doing so good. I don't know if I'm gonna do real good with the powders because I do like a lot of these. Okay, this is my well-loved Dior. This is the Professional Performance Translucent Powder in Neutral. They don't make this anymore, but I don't know if you can see. Mine is kind of like hard panned. Yeah, it's pretty hard panned. It's pretty old, but I think I'm just going to break through that hard pan and keep it because again, you can't get it anymore. And this is a great powder. We have the MAC Studio Fix Pro Set and Blur. I have mine in the color Light. This is a newer product. It's okay. It's a little bit heavy for what I typically like, so I have to go in with a very light hand, but it is newer, so I'm going to keep it and continue to use it for now. We have a couple from Moira. Actually, we have a ton from Moira because I went on a little bit of a Moira binge. So this is the the Set and Correct Finishing Powder in color 100. It's kind of like that Givenchy quads, which you will see and hear. But it's a good powder. It's nice. It's well kind of refined. You know, it's not chunky. You can't see it because it's powder, but we're going to hold on to this one. And then we have this version of it, which is the Set and Correct Loose Setting Powder in Color Neutralizer, which we're also going to keep. And then we have the Soft Focus Waterproof Setting Powder in 100. This one is also great. It's also finely milled, which I really like. So yeah, they just have good setting powders. Oh, we have another one. Oh, oops. This was actually a vitamin primer balm. Okay, this was supposed to be in with the other ones, and I haven't tried this one yet because I just picked it up. So I'm going to put it with my face primers. Okay, Laura Mercier. This is their translucent loose setting powder in Rose. This is one of my favorite setting powders from Laura Mercier. The rose color is so pretty. It's not overly pink. It's like a little bit peachy. It's fantastic. It makes my skin just glow. I love this one. This I've been meaning to use. Another Laura Mercier. This is the Mineral Illuminating Powder in Candlelight. And I don't think I've tried it yet because I've been too nervous. Look at the sparkle. It looks so dark too. Okay, let's just swatch it. I don't know. We're gonna hold on to it though. I might need to include this in a use it or lose it video because I don't know how that's gonna work as a setting powder. It's very shiny. Okay, should we talk about my Givenchys? Are we there yet? I don't think we're there yet. We're gonna wait because they are all over the place. But let's talk about Dior. Yes, I got this one for the packaging. This is the Cushion Powder in Lavender. It's gorgeous. Look at this packaging. So pretty. So pretty. I love this one. It's great. I just got it everywhere. Theme of this video. Oh, and it smells so good too. It smells very fancy. It's fantastic. We have also covered in pink powder, Sydney Grace. The setting powder, which I don't know, there's no color on here. This must just be light. This one is actually really good. Sydney Grace is an indie brand, and it's very finely milled. It looks good. It's a good bright white for a setting powder, so I'm going to keep this one. This is the Maybelline Fit Me powder. I have mine in the color 105 Fair Ivory. I don't use this one very much. It's not that I don't like it. I just have so many. That's actually really good though. Well, I'm going to keep it. I'm going to use it. I'm not going to get rid of things just to get rid of things. I'm going to keep what I love and then work through the rest of it to see what's going to last me through my December declutter. Because some of it I just need to use again, obviously. Okay, Huda Beauty, we have the Cherry Blossom Cake Easy Bake Powder. This is the pink one. I also have it in a mini travel size. I will say I like the color of it, but I hate the fragrance. It's so heavily fragranced. Nobody talks about how much it smells, but the big one in particular is very, very strong. We are going to keep it because I do like how it looks, but I really dislike that smell. I also have another mini Huda. This is in Pound Cake. This is great for traveling, so we're gonna hold on to it. It's actually really cute. They have like the little poofs in here, so you can just pop them out. I don't typically use the poofs in there unless I'm traveling, so yeah, but they're still cute. I thought this was a cute idea. Oh my gosh. Okay, this was supposed to be in the other one. We're all over the place. This is the Tatcha Silk Canvas Balm. Oh, I've had this one for a while and I haven't used it. I keep meaning to use it. I used like a smaller travel size up and I liked it, but I'm going to keep this one for now. I am. It smells fine. It looks fine. We're going to use it eventually. This is from sooo. So I have quite a few from sooo. This is in the color Glow. And sooo is a Japanese brand and it's so beautiful. Like the products they come out with are just absolutely gorgeous. So we're keeping this. We've got a couple more. This is the 20th anniversary face compact. One of the ones I have. This is in a lavender color. And then I also have it in this color as well. Kind of like an off-white. I like sooo. They have just beautiful makeup. Okay, this one. Oh, let me get more comfortable for this. This is an easy one. So this is the Makeup Forever HD Skin Twist and Light. If you watched my Project Pan, you will know I hate this product. I love the idea. I do. You twist it up. The product comes out in here. Very cool idea. But the product just, it looks so gray on me. So gray. It doesn't look good on my face, so I am going to get rid of this one. Oh my god, we've only gotten rid of 2. That's okay. That's okay. I kind of knew that it was going to be a tough one. Okay, we've got the NARS Soft Matte Advanced Perfecting Powder in Cliff. When this came out, I just like lusted after it and it kept selling out. But I got it and I have it and I actually really like it. And it's very tiny and compact, easy to store. And I do like this one quite a bit. Oh, okay. Chantecaille. This is the Perfect Blur Finishing Powder. Beautiful packaging. It's a little bit dirty. I've had it for a really long time. You can probably see it's kind of a mess. It used to be a dome, but now it's indented because I did use it a lot. But this is one of the products that it's super old in my collection and I would rather just get rid of them than hang on to it just in case there's anything wrong with it. So I am going to be getting rid of this one, even though it's gorgeous. This is another Japanese brand that I tried. This is the DM Cooler. This is actually a powder foundation, but it does not work as a foundation on me. It's just, yeah, it does not work. So I use it as a powder and it works great as a powder, but it just is not, doesn't do enough for me to consider it a foundation. We are keeping this one. We have a mini Kosas. This is the Cloud Set in Breezy. It's so cute. Again, another good travel product. If you travel a lot, I keep saying that, like I bring all of them when I travel. But you know, if you do travel a lot, it's a good size, or a good size if you want to try out the product, right? I have the Gucci Powder Debutante in the color 2. This one I haven't used yet. I have not used yet. This one got hidden in my drawer and I forgot about it. I knew I had this though. I knew I had this. So we're putting this closer to where I can see it. Okay, we have another Huda Beauty. This is the Easy Bacon Snatch. This one is just the pressed version. I have mine in the color Cherry Blossom again. That pink color, everything pink really gets me. So this is that one. And then you have a little poof down here. You don't have a lot of product. Not that you need a whole lot of product, but I just thought for this big packaging, it was interesting how small the product looked in comparison, but we are keeping this one. Okay, Anasui, this is her setting powder. I don't know the name of it, but it is a lavender color. It's, again, beautiful, and the packaging is beautiful, and we love Anasui, so keeping. Okay, Laura Mercier, we have the pressed version of the Real Flawless Luminous Perfecting Powder in Translucent. It's fantastic. Laura Mercier really does know what she's doing when it comes to setting powder, so we're keeping. I refuse to get rid of this until I finish it. It is so close. This is the Hourglass Setting Translucent Veil, whatever it's called. It's the Hourglass one. I had it in my project pan last year. I was using it constantly. I used it so much, but there is still, you can see, there's still some in there. I will finish it. I will finish it, and it's not going anywhere until I do. We have another one from Anna Sui. This one is just absolutely art. Beautiful. What is this one called? Rose pressed powder in 200. It comes in another version as well, but this one I just thought fit my skin tone best. And yeah, it's great. It's very fragrant though. It's really heavily fragrant. So if you are sensitive to fragrance, I would stay away from this product. Far away, far away. We've got the House Labs. This is the Bio Blurring Loose Setting Powder in Translucent. Everyone talks about, you know, the House Labs foundation, but I love this setting powder. I hate the component though. It is hard to get out because you can't dip it in the lid because the lid is securing the product in there, which in itself is great. But I like to dump the product out a little bit, and it's really hard to get out with this netting. So I think I might try to take the netting out. There's got to be a better way to use this because this is actually a fantastic setting powder. We have a couple older ones from MAC. These I probably will never get rid of because I love them. But I have the Lightscapade Mineralized Skin Finish, and I have Barely Dressed. And this one is absolutely gorgeous. I love this one so much. It's got quite a bit of luminosity to it, so I don't use it very much. But it's so pretty, and MAC just comes out with like so many like classic products. This one is a much better day-to-day one, but it does also have a little bit of shimmer in it. So I don't use it as much as I should. But again, they're beautiful. I'm keeping their art. We've got a tiny little translucent setting powder that is unopened. This is good for travel. This is literally Laura Mercier's like little mini itty bitty baby travel size. Let me bring in the rest. Okay, some of these are older for sure. Some of these are older. This is the Rare Beauty Setting Powder in Light. This one's not older, obviously. This one's fine. It's not like a super favorite, but it's not bad. We're going to keep it for now. Lorac, the Pro Loose Setting Powder in the color Soft Rose. Oh, my Lorac stuff is getting old. Yeah, this is another one that it's just old and I don't reach for it anymore. Packaging is still great, but we're going to get rid of this one. I have the NARS Translucent Light Reflecting Setting Powder in Crystal. I never use this one. I need to pull this out and see if I like it because I don't know if I do. Again, this is just spring clean. We're going to be doing another declutter at the end of the year. But this is giving me a chance to see what I have and see if there's any I can get rid of and what I need to use more of and really figure out if I like or if I don't like. Okay, well, this is real old because this does not exist anymore. This is Marc Jacobs. This is the Finish Line Perfecting Loose Powder. It's, oh my God, same packaging as the freaking House Labs one, huh? It actually still smells fine, but it's very, very old. So we are going to say very, very goodbye to this. I have a ton of Laura Mercier, just to warn you. This is a big version of the translucent setting powder. I just really like Laura Mercier setting powder, so we are keeping. And yeah, I actually, wait, hang on. What is the difference? Oh, okay, this one, I think one is talc free. Oh, this is the Ultra Blur, and this is the old one. This one's the newer one. This one is the older one. Let me see. Still smells fine. This one's pretty old though. Nah, I'm gonna get rid of this one. It's just, I think it's past its prime. This one is definitely newer. I forgot I got it to compare the two. But we're gonna hold on to this one. We're gonna get rid of the older one. We've got a mini version of the Becca Hydra Mist Set and Refresh. Again, another super old product. There's barely any left in it. We're just gonna get rid of it. It's very old. So goodbye, little mini. We have a couple from Bobbi Brown. This one is the Nude Finish Illuminating Powder. I actually really liked this powder. except for the fact that it hard pans constantly. So you can see kind of the ridges in it where I've had to scrape off the pan. Super annoying. I really dislike when products hard pan. So we're actually gonna get rid of this one, even though it's not that old. We got another one. This is the Sheer Finish Pressed Powder in Sunny Beige. I don't remember when I got this one. Looks fine though. Smells fine. Looks fine, smells fine. I think it's old though. I do think it's old. I'm gonna get rid of it. I don't remember. I have no memory of when I bought this, so we're gonna get rid of it. Better safe than sorry. Okay, we have a tiny little Fenty Beauty. This is in the color Butter. Fenty Beauty makes great setting powders. I'm working on the lavender one in my project pan right now, but I do like this one. This one's old though, isn't it? No, I think this one's fine. Powder lasts longer anyways. This one's okay. I'm going to keep this one. We have the Guerlain Meteorites Compact in the color Too Light. It looks like this. I will never get rid of any of my products from Guerlain unless I finish them. And it's not finished, so we're keeping it. We'll save the Givenchy's for last because there's so many of them. Let's move on to Kojendo. This is the May Fancy Brightening Moisture Powder. Wow. Okay, clearly a mouthful in bright pink. This one's great though. Let's take a look. Looks like this. It's a fantastic powder. Super pretty, super illuminating. Not super, sorry, little bit illuminating, but it's really good. I like this one. We've got the Ben Nye Luxury Powder in the color Rose Petal. I haven't even tried this one yet. I think I've tried it once. So I want to hold on to it and use it some more. We have another Becca. This is the same one, just bigger. We're going to get rid of it. We got a couple little minis that we're going to get rid of from Makeup Forever, and we've got Cover FX. I don't know how old these are. They've been buried in my stash, so we're just getting rid of them. And let's see, Westman Atelier. This is in the color Pink Bubble. This is the Vital Press Skincare Powder, and it is like this. Beautiful, beautiful packaging. This is a great product. Okay, you may say that I love Givenchy's powders, and that would be fair because I love Givenchy's powders. So I've got two of the pressed versions. This is in, let's see, Voila Rose and Satin Blanc. And the pressed ones look like this. Super pretty. It took me forever to find them because they were not really sold in the US. This is the other one. And these aren't going anywhere. FYI. Wait, I found another one. I found another one. Oh, okay. This is a little travel size of the mousseline pastel color. This color 1. So this is lavender. This one is great. I do like the little poof. I've used it quite a bit. It is definitely a little bit older. I need to work on finishing this one this year, I think, because it's getting a little bit older, but it's fantastic. Thank you. The minis that I have Satin Blanc and I have Pastel Celebration. I like to get them when limited edition colors come out. You can see like their packaging is different. It's pretty cool. I love these. These are great. Their setting powder is so finely milled. I have a big one of the Voila Rose. This is in Mousseline Pastel. So again, I know what colors work for me clearly because you can see I have a lot of the same colors. And then a Lumiere Polaire. This is a limited edition. It's got the little puffer on it. And yeah, it's pretty cool. So yeah. Whew. Okay, so I'm just gonna admit that this was not the best declutter, but it gave me a chance to see what I have and what I need to bring out into the sunlight and use. But let me tell you how many I'm keeping versus how many I am decluttering. I am keeping 48 powders. Then let me show you how many I'm getting rid of. I actually did decide to declutter the Dior. It's just getting up there in age And I'm actually at the point where I'm not super comfortable using it. So we're going to declutter that one. But keeping 48. Getting rid of 13. Not a great ratio. But again, you know, this was just to see what I have. Get rid of the older stuff so I can use the newer stuff. That's a ridiculous amount of setting powders. I did not realize I had that many. So we have some work to do this year testing these out. I don't want to keep all these at the end of the year. So I'm glad that we're getting rid of some of them, but we need to get rid of more by the end of the year for sure. But these ones are getting thrown away. Now, let's count up the primers, which is also going to be a scary number. 41 face and eye primers. We have both in here. A lot of them are minis, and that gives me a little bit more hope, but there's a lot in here. There's a lot more than we're getting rid of. So let's count how many we are decluttering. Decluttering 14. So again, not the best ratios, but this is just showing that we have some work to do this year before we get to the end of year declutter, because I need to severely slim down these numbers. Setting powders, you know, there's no way that I'm going to finish one. It's just, I never finish a setting powder, but primers I actually go through at a pretty regular rate. So that gives me hope. But yeah, we got some work to do, testing stuff out, really seeing what we like and what we just don't need in our life anymore. And thank you for joining me. There's going to be more declutters coming up in this spring declutter series. I hope you enjoy it. Don't judge me too much for having a lot of makeup. I love makeup. I collect makeup, so there's a lot in here. But I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, please hit that subscribe button. It would mean the world to me. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye.